Good evening. So I want to start my talk with a simple question. Like, we use our LPG cooking stove at our house to prepare the food. How many of you have seen as a engineering problem? Because at present in India we have 140 crore population, and if we take 4 or 5 people in each family, we have around 30 crore households. And what we are using daily 30 crores, we are cooking meals, we are cooking dal, we are cooking rice, and our loved ones like our mother, sister, wives, daughters, they are near the stove for almost 4 hours. But nobody has thought that it should have the efficiency. It may be that we are changing our phone every 2-3 years. We are changing the cars maybe 5-6 years. We are changing the AC, refrigerator maybe 5-10 years, but not changing the stove. So what exactly stove is? Like, I'm a mechanical engineer, and when I passed out from the IIT Madras, when I joined the BPCL, that time my father told me that do something for the nation, do something big and give back to the society. So that time when I joined the BPCL, I was not aware what exactly my father means. And when I joined BPCL, I thought that since I am from IIT, I will get very complex problems. Like I will be working on the very refinery complex problems, the large pipelines. I'll be setting up the big plants. But what I've got as a project is to improve the efficiency of the cooking stove. Now, how it is important? If I start with the LPG cooking scenario in India, we have total 30 crore customers. That means 30 crore people are cooking their meals on daily basis on the stove, and what we are consuming is primary LPG. I will come back to pipe natural gas in the there is an urban area little bit later part. So how it is happening? In 2015 we are having approximately 15 crore of LPG customers, and by 2020 we were almost 30 crores. So what happened? In 2015 around 15 million metric ton of LPG we are consuming every year. And suddenly what happened? By 2020, we started consuming nearly 30 million metric ton of LPG. Now, from where we get the LPG? We don't have the reserves in India. So what we do? We import huge amount of LPG from the outside. And what government is doing? They do the subsidize, because we have to give this fuel to the families in India. And then by loss-making business to the companies like us, we are giving the LPG to everyone. Now, एक आपको सबको पता होगा कि हिंदी में कहावत है कि बूंद बूंद से घट भरता है. तो हमने क्या सोचा कि इंस्टेड ऑफ वर्किंग ऑन द बिगर प्रॉब्लम्स, अगर हम हर एक के घर में एक स्मॉल 1 kg LPG भी बचाए हर महीना, तो भी वी आर बी सक्सेसफुल. वो बोलते हैं ना, सबसे पहले से पहले क्या सोचते हैं, कितना चलेगी. तो हम भी वही सोचा कि अगर मेरा सिलेंडर है, आज मेरा 1 month चल रहा है, कहना है मैं उसको 1.5 महीना चला सकूं. लेट अस ट्राई. सो व्हाट वी थॉट विद द कम अप विद द सॉल्यूशन दैट लेट अस ट्राई वर्किंग ऑन द इंप्रूविंग efficiency of the cook stove. Now, how it is important? Let us take as an example. We all are engineers. We work on the combustion front. So whenever there is a air and fuel mixing is happening, and air and fuel is there, ignition is there, combustion starts. So how happens? There may be 2 case scenarios. One is a complete combustion, carbon dioxide formation and the water vapor. But there is second scenario where the incomplete combustion may happen. It may be design of the burner. So what happens? When there is an incomplete combustion, there are lot of other gases are coming, like hydrocarbon gases, carbon monoxide, which is very poisonous to the thing. And आप एक बार सोचिए, आपके घर में जो आपके सबसे प्रिय लोग हैं, वो लोग ऑलमोस्ट 4 घंटे in Indian family, they are spending time near to the stove. And how it affects? First of all, if the stove is not efficient, what you will do? You will consume more LPG. So instead of saving on the cylinders, you will consume more cylinders. That is a good thing for us also, as a marketing company. But being the energy responsible company, we have to take some call. So what efficiency means? What is efficiency? Output by input. So when I am saying the cook stove is more efficient, that means you are actually whatever LPG is consuming, that is going for the cooking purpose. Now, if I tell you that whatever the cook stove that you are using at your household, which is the most ignored part, what I have said already, they are almost 5 to 10 or 15 or 20 years old stove. We never replace the stove. And what happens? Their efficiency is in the range of 55 to 60%. What does that mean? अगर हम 1 kg of LPG बर्न कर रहे हैं, उसमें से 40% हम लोग पूरा लॉस में जा रहा है. So with that thought, we started working on the stove. So if you see the stove, when you once you go to the home, you can see the stove actually. What happens? It has only mainly 3-4 parts. One is the burner top, which is mainly the brass part from where the flame is coming. Second thing, this one mixing tube is there for a combustion purpose, and one the pan support. So using our all engineering calculations, we have designed the burner top for the better flame structure, that mixing tube to have the better air fuel mixing, and the pan support to have more heat shield kind of thing. In the slide you can see the stove what we have designed. So what we did is we are able to achieve the efficiency 74%. Now like in the engineering term, we can definitely know how efficiency is improved from 55, 60 to 74%. But let me tell you, break down the efficiency, how it is affecting the customer, nation, environment, and the health of the woman in the family. So first we'll start with the consumption part. When your efficiency is improved from the 55 to 74%, if you are consuming around 12 cylinders per year in a family, you will only consume 9 cylinders per year in the family. So around 3 cylinders you are able to save. Now let us just check the volume. We have 30 crore households. If we can able to save 1 or 2 cylinders or so, we are able to straight away 30 crores we are able to save. So what happens? What is the impact on the nation? As a India, we don't have the reserves of the LPG. So we are getting a lot of importing the LPG from the outside. And to import that LPG, we are actually spending a lot of foreign exchange on that part. So like with a small step, you can actually helping the nation to reduce the LPG import and the foreign exchange. Now, so what is the first thing is that since you are consuming less LPG and the less cylinders, you will save on the cost part. Normally we have a 1000 rupees at present cylinder cost. So we are able to save around 1000 to 2000 rupees every year per family. And even that much amount government will save per family on the import. Now the next part, 1 kg of LPG produces around 3 kg of carbon dioxide. Okay, so normally if you see, previously we at our old house, if you people are from the village, we were having to big kitchens where the ventilation of air is very good and sunlight is there. But nowadays we have modular kitchen. We have very restricted space. You can see when your mother is cooking any fried items or any puri, the complete house is got with the fumes and the unwanted gas. That is what we call indoor air pollution. So that will be reduced if you have the more energy efficient burner if you use. And the next thing is the health of the woman, because if I tell you that without doing any kind of smoking, you are actually the people who are fuel, they are consuming around 1 to 2 cigarettes per day because of that their vicinity to the stove. So we have to take this as a cause for the on the economic front, as a nation, as an environment front, and even the health of the woman. Now I want to shift to the next step. What happened? Like we all know, our we are transitioning from the energy transition. It's not ki transitioning from energy transition is only from the carbon fuels to the renewables. It is like long carbon chain to the low carbon chain. So initially we are using for cooking kerosene, which is a higher carbon chain. Then we shifted to LPG, that is propane, butane, and now India is becoming towards the gas economy, that is natural gas, that is methane. What is the next fuel in the line? That is a hydrogen, which will come later. And what is the next above from that? It is nuclear energy. The atoms will come. This is what the energy transition is. So what happened? Like we have petrol and diesel, different cars for the different fuels. When we shifted in the urban areas, those who are from the Delhi, Mumbai, now in your house, you remember you are getting the fuel in the pipe gas, not in the cylinders. So what happened? Logically, you should have changed the stove. But nobody has thought that okay, isme chala do. That's what we did actually. So what happened? Propane and butane is the LPG, and the PNG, pipe natural gas, is the methane. That is C3C4, this is C1. So if I talk about the calorific value, it is a 1/3 of the LPG. So if I want to get a complete heat rate for the cooking, what I have to do, I have to put 3 times higher pipe natural gas in the same stove. So what happened? The efficiency what you are getting for the LPG, it is 55 to 60%, that got reduced to 40%. So in one side we are saying that towards a better tomorrow, we are shifting for the gas economy. But what we are doing it as a responsible citizen, we are not using it properly. So again we take this as a task, and we again redesign the complete stove for the 74% plus thermal efficiency. And what we have got to know from the customer as well, the bills has got reduced to 40 to 50%. That is what the efficiency is. So I always say that we are like listening to net zero, net zero, net zero from the lot of things. What is net zero? Net zero, you should start from the house. So how you can do? It's not like you have to always deal with a complex problem. Innovation is not a rocket science always. It is small steps for better future. So my suggestion for or the takeaway from my this presentation is, when you are working towards the solutions, you have to think that making a small changes, you can make your life better, and which is the life of your loved ones. Now I will just and once again some of the benefits. Both the efficiency of the cooking stove when we have improved LPG and PNG, that will definitely have the first direct benefit to the customer, saving on the bill of the fuel. Second thing, we are importing both the fuels from the outside, so please use it wisely. It's not like tap water, we are keeping it always open, that water is flowing. We have to, as a responsible citizen of India, we have to take the accountability what energy we are using. So that will help us to reduce the oil imports, and that will definitely help us to reduce the foreign exchange saving. The third one, the major one, will limit less emissions, and when there is a less emissions and the proper combustion of the fuel, your loved ones will have the better health. Now I will just I want to leave you with the thought. The next in the line is, I have already told, it's a green hydrogen. Now I will tell you, if you see when the LPG or PNG is burning, you see the blue flame. Okay, but what happens when the hydrogen is burning? It is a colorless, it is a odorless gas. You can't see the flame of hydrogen. Now you have heard that because of the net zero we are transitioning from the LPG, PNG and green hydrogen. If you don't see the flame, how you will cook it? At present, if you see a lot of accidents are happening, but still when you are not able to see the flame, then how will it? So this is, we are the engineers, we have to design the problem, like we have to design the stove, and we have to solve the actual engineering problem by applying our knowledge. Like I have previously told that, don't think always the complex thing. When you are choosing the project in your college, please choose the real life problems and to try to deal the problems with very simple logical manner. And when you apply that small innovation in anybody's life, in India we have the various big population, so that will help us to save the energy of the nation. So I want to end my talk with this small thought. So all the best. Thank you.